What is a parable?
A parable is a simple, short story, not always short, but it's used to illustrate moral or spiritual lessons told by Jesus in the gospel.
Thank you, Ray. The purpose of a parable is to relate the gospel to real life and real life situations so you can take meaning from it and apply it to your life.
So, Abby, what are some of the most famous parables?
Some of the most famous parables, 5 of the top most famous, would be the parable of the Good Samaritan, the parable of the prodigal son, the parable of the sheep and the goats, the parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector, the parable of the talents.
Influence people today.
Parables can influence people today by teaching them moral lessons that they can later use in life. Who are parables for?
Parables can be applied to anyone's life, people of all ages. Everyone can relate to different parables and different stories and themes behind them. How did parables influence people of Jesus' time?
I would say that it was a solution to the ethnic intolerance.
What are some important modern parables to you?
Modern parable that could relate to the 21st century would be like in New York City, a poor, crippled old man was trying to find his way to the nearest homeless shelter to eat food. And it was pouring rain out, so he was getting soaking wet. And he couldn't afford a taxi because he was poor. And a local saw him struggling in the rain, looking around. He asked him where he was going, and when the local found out that he was going to the homeless shelter, he knew that it wasn't for 8 blocks. So the local got him a taxi, flagged it down, and paid for him to go to take him to the homeless shelter so that he could arrive there safely and dry.
And what about you, Kelsey?
I heard a story about a dog that was hit in the streets of Brazil, and after many people ignored it because it was like hurt, a young boy saw it, and he risked his own life to run out into the street and save it.
Wow.
And he succeeded in saving him, and then they grew up together as life companions, and one day, when the boy was about to get robbed, the dog came to his rescue and scared the robbers away.
Wow, that's powerful thoughts on parables.
I strongly agree and support the teaching of parables in schools because they can have nothing but a positive impact on people's lives and choices.
Thank you.